teachers and staff, administrators and school board members, I thank you very much for being here today. I can't begin to tell you how honored I am that I was selected by the students to speak to you this afternoon. My congratulations to the new inductees who will walk across the stage today, and for the current members also, for actually being selected previous years. For those of you who don't know me, I'm one of the 2 art teachers here at Antioch. I was dumbfounded when some of my students told me in class that they voted for me. And I asked them, why me? And they said it was because I was crazy and funny. But somehow crazy and funny at this dignified event doesn't really mesh. So I'll try to make this speech dignified and maybe just a little crazy and funny. A little background about my own high school experience. I went to a high school in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I was in art club and I was in track. But 2 clubs I wasn't in was the National Honor Society and Future Teachers of America. I never wanted to be a teacher when I was in high school. Like, why would I? No, I don't want to be a teacher. But conversely, the kids who were in the teacher club did not become teachers. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I figured I probably wasn't selected in NHS because maybe I was a little too crazy and funny, even though I had a really high GPA, but nobody really knows. So nobody, including myself, would have ever guessed that I would eventually earn a couple of degrees and become a teacher. And teaching is such a passion for that. It's a profession that I've really slowly developed a passion for. And now I just can't figure out what I would have done if I wasn't a teacher. It's just a very satisfying profession. I've come to love coming to work every day, and I feel the energy that you students bring every day. So the reason I'm relating this little story is to bring home the fact that you might think that you have it all planned out, what you're going to do when you get out of high school, get out of college. But circumstances get in the way, and you might walk a different path and enter a profession that you would never expect. And hopefully you will grow to love your profession as well, just like I do. So, little history here. 95 years ago, there was a principal in Pennsylvania at a high school who wanted to start an elite student organization based on 4 distinct qualities. It was called the National Honor Society. He and some other teachers made up that name. Now, this little club grew up to include chapters in every high school in the United States. Academic success alone wasn't enough to be included. That would be too simple and ineffective just to choose people with high GPA. Because if you did that, you wouldn't get quality, well-rounded people like you all are. If you just took those with the top grades. In order to qualify, you would have 3 other qualities that defined a good citizen. Someone to look up to as a role model, a pillar of the community. Those qualities are leadership, character, and service. You all know what those characters all entail, so I'm not going to bore you with telling you what they are, because that's why you're here. You've been identified with those qualities. However, there's at least 3 reasons why you have all these qualities in the first place. The first is your support system. Your parents, other family members, friends, neighbors, teachers, counselors, among other people as well. These people gave you the ingredients that got you where you are today. The second ingredient is your tenacity, your grit, your determination, your drive. Your drive to do your best and push yourself to succeed. And the third thing is your own individuality as a person. The uniqueness of you that makes you stand out from the rest. After 95 years in NHS, all these qualities still stand the test of time. This is what we believe it takes to be a top quality high school student. And after you leave high school, you're likely going to retain these qualities into adulthood. These are valued traits that we want of business leaders, our politicians, our teachers, and our good citizens. So, I was driving around Antioch thinking about the many role models here in this town who have demonstrated leadership, good character, intelligence, and service to their community, and how all those people have helped make Antioch the great place that it is. And all that thinking started making me hungry. And so I was driving past Mexican Paradise, and then I started thinking about tacos. And then it hit me that some of the attributes of these successful people are kind of like the ingredients of a good taco. Now that's the support and love that keeps it all together. Where would you be without your shell, right? The next is your individuality, what makes your taco special. So what do you want?
Steak.
You want chicken? You want shrimp? You want steak? You want tofu? Or are you vegetarian? You don't want any kind of meat at all? I so happen to have mixed all of it together. Right there. Got a little bratwurst in there too. Just for the German people out there. Okay? So, that's what makes you special, is whatever you choose to put on your taco. The next thing is your character. So character is like the cheese. So the cheese makes it all stick together. And what's a taco without cheese? Just like what's a well-rounded individual without good character? Okay. Now the next thing is the beans. Okay. Now where would you be without beans on your taco? Right. So the beans are actually like your brain. You got to use your bean. Okay, your intelligence, your academic performance that all earned you to get here. Okay, and so this will help you climb the beanstalk of life. Okay, and solve all your life's problems. So we got to put some beans in there. Okay. Now the next thing is your tenacity. That's your drive and the force that makes you get things done, okay? And so that's the tomatoes. The tomatoes are the workhorse of the taco. Okay, and the next thing, your leadership. That's your lettuce, okay? The lettuce is on top, and it leads the force at crunch time. When it comes to crunch time, you need your lettuce. Okay, so I could go on and on about the merits of guacamole and sour cream and salsa, but Mr. Lafredo said I have to make this a short speech, so I'm not going to talk about that. Okay? So, you wrap it all up, you know what ingredient am I missing? How about service? Okay? You notice that this is a really big taco? Okay? So I have enough to share with other people who don't have a taco. So I can... Okay. There we go. So, there's a taco for somebody who doesn't have a taco. That's my service. I can serve that up. Okay? So life is all about, life is good being a taco, okay? But life brings unpredictable events. There's market forces, cultural changes, some foods go out of style, and what if in 20 years you're the perfect taco, but tacos are no longer a thing that people want? Well, using your creativity, all these ingredients here, you don't have to be a taco. You can be a burrito. You can be a quesadilla. You can be an enchilada or a taco salad. Okay? So you can reinvent yourself with these same great ingredients that you have right now why you're being selected here. So I would like, at this point, I'd like to thank our current NHS members for their continued commitment to service within the school and our community. You're setting a high standard of service for our future members. For the inductees being honored tonight, you were selected based on 4 criteria inscribed on the Honor Society emblem: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. You excel in academic scholarship, but this is only part of the reason why you're here. You take the time out of your busy day to volunteer your time to lead your knowledge. You are selfless leaders who give service to others without being concerned about what you will receive in return. You have the character that makes people want to follow you because you have set such a good example. And lastly, I'd like to congratulate the parents and families of these remarkable young people. Your unconditional love, guidance, support, and encouragement throughout the years is a big reason why your sons and daughters are here tonight. Your efforts have definitely paid off. Thank you, and congratulations, inductees.
Thank you, Mrs. Elver. Let's give it up again. At this time, I would like to present to you our new inductees. Our current members will introduce them as they come up to the stage. Please hold your applause until all 4 inductees receive their